hear me talk about this. You do know that.
Will they rather hear me and two other guys talk about this?
Probably.
I doubt that. All right, we are live. Isn't that exciting?
Yay!
Welcome to the Simply Incredible podcast. I am Daryl, as you all know, and as you can see, I got this gorgeous, almost supermodel over here.
Gosh, stop it.
Miss Laura L. Cottrell. Is that? I'm always.
No, it's actually Laura Lynn Cottrell, but IMDb are being poopy heads about it. And they won't change my initial to Lynn. It's Laura Lynn Cottrell. But
all right. Well, I saw it on there as L, but I knew it was Lynn. But I
know, and I think that's where you got it from.
I didn't want to give out the middle name so all the stalkers out there can be following you.
That's all right. There's not much to stalk. Trust me.
She's like, I enjoy stalkers.
No, I really don't, but there really isn't anything to be stalking, so I'm good there.
Well, with that hat on, people are going to want it.
Gosh, I've had this hat on for a reason. Anyway.
The trend is now being set. So we're talking about the Oscars, and you are a professional actress. Unlike me, I'm an unpaid actor.
Yeah, I am union. I'm SAG. Well, I should say SAG-AFTRA now because we've merged with AFTRA. So SAG-AFTRA.
Oh, now is it hyphenated or is it slashed?
It is hyphenated. Oh. There's just like a dot. It's like a dot. So
you vote for the SAG Awards too?
Yeah. What, hon? What?
You vote for the SAG Awards also? It's
yes.
It's on TNT?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
actually the ones that I do vote for, the SAG Awards. They're peer-to-peer awards.
So let me move this just a smidge. That's what I need to do. Go up just a smidge. And now, people in my live chat, they might ask questions, and if they're appropriate, I might let them. I might repeat them. If not, I will not repeat them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And my kitty looks like she's joining us again.
Hey.
You remember Daisy from last time, the talkative one?
For those who don't remember, that was the kitty, and y'all didn't get to see her last time because we were just audio.
Yeah, this was the one that was making all the noise.
Hey, kitty. All right, so we're going to start off with the, you have anything you want to promote before we get going?
Well, let me see here. Yeah, I guess there's a film that I was recently in that was in theaters. It has recently left theaters. It's called Voiceless.
Mm-hmm.
It's now been picked up by, I believe, Walmart's going to be selling them and some other big chain supermarket stores. So check it out. It's a Christian film centered around abortion. So it's pretty cool. It's a good film. Very proud of it.
I've gotten so I can get that now at Walmart. I've gotten some of Ashworth's movies at Walmart.
Yeah.
Chris Ashworth, for those who don't know, a mutual friend. That's actually how I met you.
Mm-hmm.
Way back in the early 2000s.
Yes. Was it that long ago?
It was. Did you see the picture I put on Facebook?
When?
Yesterday.
No.
Telling everyone to come find us. Well, it's on the Simply Incredible podcast page, which I know you're a fan of.
I am, but I don't go on Facebook much anymore.
It was the one with me and you took in the parking lot after we ate that time.
Oh, was it before we went to the Jamie's place?
That was after. It was after.
Oh, okay. All right,
We trained, and then me, you, and Chris went out, got some
Taco Bell?
Chinese, I believe.
Oh, was it Chinese?
Mm-hmm.
It was some really healthy food is all I remember.
Oh, yeah, it's me, you, and Chris, of course. Oh, by the way, someone here named Fish Tropic says, "What's up?"
What's up?
What's up, Fish? We're talking Oscars. Join in. And by the way, they're always about 10 seconds behind. I don't know how to get rid of that, and that's very, very annoying. So that way, if you use profanity, I can kind of bleep it out.
I don't have virgin ears anymore, unfortunately.
You potty mouth. All right, start off with the red carpet.
Okay.
Right off the bat, one question.
Okay.
They always have, they always have the people come up and they never ask, what are you wearing? They always ask, who are you wearing?
Yes.
And I don't know why. Me being some guy that I could care less. Why? Go.
It's a way to promote the fashion designers who are actually, I guess, morphing to not the everyday people, because I sure as heck can't afford their clothes. So it's just to get their names out there and promote them. The stars, when they are wearing those gowns and even the tuxes that the gentlemen wear, they actually don't keep them. They're just borrowed.
Yeah.
So, it's just a way for them to actually, it's an ad. It's advertising.
Yeah.
Beautiful advertising, frankly, because some of the dresses are absolutely beautiful, I think. But you can only wear them once to something like that anyway. So that's it.
It's so unfair. The guys are kind of stuck in this. They all have to look pretty much the same.
No.
I mean, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson looked different.
Did you see what Jared Leto wore when he was up for an Oscar? You should Google him. He wore something a little outrageous. I think it was a little outrageous, or it was 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I forget, but yeah, there's some people that go across, don't do the norm.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like to me most of the guys will wear, all black, or sometimes black top, white bottom, or vice versa.
Right.
You don't see a whole lot of really old stuff that people are like, what in the world?
Blues in too, though. They do some blues.
Well, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He had the blue velvet going.
I missed him. I only saw him in his
velvet. Feet. Is that velvet? When I saw it, it reminded me of Seinfeld. George Costanza. If I could, and it was socially acceptable, I would be ensconced in velvet. I love my Seinfeld.
I didn't remember that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't remember that. That's good.
Yes. He had on like velvet sweatpants.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that episode. That's crazy. You remember that.
I watch all of those. I love those to death.
My favorite episode was Man Hands. She has man hands.
The Two-Face was pretty good too. The woman in the right light, she was gorgeous. In the wrong light, she was hideous.
Oh Lord, yes.
That's a great episode.
There's so many episodes.
And Fish, he's like, Fish Tropic says, I didn't know people still watch the Oscars.
Most people in the business watch them. Regular everyday people, a lot of them don't watch them anymore. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, the schmoes like me.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool you watch them.
I do. I watch them just so I can come on and talk to you.
You don't need the Oscars to talk to me, Dee.
That's my end. I started this podcast so I could talk to you twice a year. No, once a year. Once a year.
Once a year.
So your hits and misses from the runway. You said you missed a bunch of that.
I did miss a bunch of them because I really didn't want to tune into the red carpet much. Forget what was I doing on Sunday. Oh, I was coming back home. I was actually away for a weekend with a girlfriend of mine. So by the time I got back home, I missed a lot of the red carpet. But I can tell you right off the bat, one that I just thought was a miss that everybody else was like raving about was Michelle Williams. She had a dress on that was black and white, black on the top, cut just to cover her chest in the right places, and white on the bottom. And then I don't know. Everybody was raving. Oh my gosh, she looks so chic, and I just thought it looked very dumpy. I don't think she held her figure well. She's a beautiful woman. I love her pixie haircut. I just didn't think it did her justice. So,
Fish, Laura is a professional actress, and he missed the beginning of it. So she's an actress, and we're going over the Oscars because she's awesome. So there we go.
Is he asking why you're talking about it?
Yeah, no, he was asking who you are. A world-renowned actress, at least world-renowned to me.
To you, yeah.
Does she collect comics and stuff? I doubt it.
No, I like some comics. I like Walking Dead, obviously. But what other ones I used to when I was little?
Way back in the day.
I'm trying to remember way back in the day. I was a tomboy.
The color comics were in black and white.
Yeah. Graphic novels. Get it right. what was one of them? Was Space Ghost one?
Space Ghost. I remember that animated show. Oh, it was on TV.
That
I'm
was
sure there
a
was a comic as
comic?
well.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I don't know. It was a long time ago. It's when I had really, really short hair. I looked like a boy back then. That's why I ran with the boys.
So, like for me, the misses, I didn't really see any that I was like, that's just horrible this year. I really
You like
didn't.
Michelle Williams's dress?
I didn't think it was bad, but I mean, it wasn't like great or anything. You know, I will say this: Jessica Biel, I did not think looked great this year.
Oh,
I
you
think,
didn't?
and I think she's normally a stunning woman, but this year just didn't do it.
Nah.
Maybe it
What
was
didn't you
her.
like about
Maybe it
it?
was
She was
her
all
arm candy.
what?
Maybe it was her arm candy.
Her arm, her husband, Mr. Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I was like, we'll get to him shortly though, because he did open it up really well. I'll give him that.
He really did have a nice opening number.
All
That
right,
was smart how they did that.
now I will give you three of my favorites.
Okay, you
All
do
right.
that. But I think I
Right
have
off the
three.
bat, I've told people this. If I could, if I were ever on the red carpet, I would go right past Michael Strahan and go right to Robin Roberts. I love
Okay.
that lady. Absolutely love her.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
You know who she is?
I'm asking you why.
Big, Sports Center. She was on Sports Center for years. She's battled cancer, and she's just an amazing lady.
She's and she's African American, right?
Yes. She
Yes,
was the
yes, I know
one
who
doing
you're talking about.
all the interviews.
Yes, 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 yes.
And I just
And
love her to
Harris is
death.
going back too right now, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
She's awesome.
and she's one of those people that, you know, when she first got on ESPN, a lot of people thought it's just because it's a woman. She knew her
Mm-mm.
job. She brought credibility to it, and she was awesome. And I've always followed her and think the world of her.
I haven't followed her, but I know who she is. And anytime I've seen her do any kind of interviews, she's been just her vibe.
Mm-hmm.
She's been a very positive person. She's got a great smile. She's very welcoming. Even if she's talking about something that you're not necessarily interested in, she still invites you in. So
Mm-hmm. Yep.
she's pretty cool. So you'd go right to her.
Mm-hmm. I would. I'd be like, you know, next year, Michael,
I'll go right to her.
Like next year, Michael, I'll talk to you and your Super Bowl championship ring because I love my football. But this year, it's Robin. And I don't even know who the other woman was that were doing interviews. I don't know who she was.
Was she by herself?
Yeah.
Very thin.
Kinda. I really couldn't tell. You know, it's like waist stuff. So
Julianne Rancic.
I have no idea. I knew that at the beginning they had Michael Strahan, then Robin Roberts was kind of in the middle. Then toward the door entering was the other lady. I don't even know who she was. I'm sorry, lady.
What?
I was telling her, I was like, I'm sorry, lady, that I don't know.
Yeah, the only people I was watching E when I did get home, so all it's on E is Ryan Seacrest, Juliana Rancic, and then two other people who the one guy who I don't know his name, but he's a little flamboyant and he's always with another woman interviewing people.
Yes,
so.
Fish. She was a former cheerleader for the Eagles.
Yes.
And a former cheerleader for a football team in Washington.
The Washington Sentinels.
The Washington Sentinels. Yes.
And the movie The Replacements. Yes.
She was not replaced.
No, I was not.
Someone else I know was replaced, but that's neither here nor there.
No.
Someone else I thought was amazing, and I put this on Facebook. She could probably wear a garbage bag and still make it look good, and that's Charlize Theron.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said to one of my other actor friends as we were watching it, we were texting each other, we thought she looked off. I think she's put weight on for a role. I think she's because she's always impeccable. Mm-hmm. She's gorgeous. But when we saw her on stage, the first thing I did was text him to go, and I said, hey, I was like, what's up with Charlize? I'm like, she's put weight on. I said, I think it's for a role. Because that's the only time that she does that. Like, she did it for Monster. Mm-hmm. And now I've seen her like this now. So I was like, I think it's probably for a role. Because she's always impeccable.
Yeah. I mean, I just look at her like she's just a gorgeous, gorgeous lady.
Oh, she is. I mean, now don't get me wrong. Even with some weight on her, she looked beautiful. Mm-hmm. But you could just tell she looked different.
Now, you know what? One that I'm thinking about I thought didn't look quite right for me was oh wow. Hold on. She was up for an award.
No.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
She is a stick. A really, really tall stick.
She is really thin. She's pretty thin. You know what's really tough in the business is, and why I think a lot of the actresses are really thin, and people always like throw them a burger or have them eat something, because I've noticed it with myself. If you see me in person, I look fit. I mean, I have some weight to lose, but I mean, I still look healthy and I look fit.
And the first thing they'll notice is how tall you are, because you're very tall.
Huge. I'm so tall.
Approaching 5 foot.
I'm exactly 5 foot. I'm 60 inches.
Yes.
Exactly 60 inches. But when I'm on screen, like when I'm filmed and I'm on screen, I look like a little bit of a heifer. It is what it is. The camera does
adds 5 pounds.
It does. No, 10 pounds.
Oh.
The camera adds 10
Let's get
pounds.
this right.
Trust me, it adds 10 pounds. And then there was the movie that I was in. What movie was I in? That somebody came up to me. Oh, that's you. Oh, it was Voiceless.
Voiceless.
I was in Voiceless, and we were touring the film, and they hit the Philadelphia International Film Festival, and it got in. It was actually the opening night film, and then they did a Q&A afterwards, and the director Pat Nasrata asked us to come up and talk, and so we up to the front and spoke, and he introduced us and things like that, and then people came up to me and they were like, "Who were you in the film?" And I told them, like, "Oh, I'm the chick who, blah, 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 did this." And they're like, "Wow, really? You look great." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot." They're like, "You don't look like the girl in the film." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And how they referenced it was how they used their hands. It was like, I could tell they're talking size-wise. And I'm like, well, believe it or not, I'm the same size that you're looking at me that I was in the film. But the camera puts 10 pounds on you. So going back to your initial question about her looking like a stick, what's kind of a little scary is if she looks like a stick on TV, in person, she's probably extremely thin. But actors and actresses, mostly actresses, because we have a double standard, of course, actresses have to be really, really thin, look great, but the men don't have to be. But with women, it's tough. It's hard in the business, and you won't get called in for auditions. You won't get booked if you do get called in. You have to be a certain size, and it has to translate to the screen well. So that's why people are usually like maybe 5 or 10 pounds thinner than what they'd like to be in person. So
there you go.
Yeah.
But one other lady, and it's a woman, we talked about last year. Look, I wrote her name down and I put my pen in the way. Brie Larson.
Yes.
Looks stunning.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely stunning.
I agree.
She's still not Captain Marvel. She will not be my Captain Marvel.
She never will be.
Never will be. It's Yvonne Strahovski.
I like her. I like her. I like Brie a lot. I liked her from the first time I saw her in the film that she won an Oscar for, Room. Yeah. But she was great in that. And then she also
we talked about that. I went watching it. It was really, really good.
I told you it was amazing.
But it was all because of the boys, not her.
No. You're so bad. But yeah, and she also played Amy Schumer's sister in Amy Schumer's film Trainwreck, which I didn't know until I watched it again. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Brie Larson. So pretty cool.
There you go. I mean, that was kind of my hits and misses on there, and there you go.
Like I said, I really didn't see much of that in the beginning, so can't really talk about that.
Again, the Rock and Velvet. That's all you need to know.
Rock and the Velvet.
We just hit like the main categories.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you know what? Let's right off the bat, going in, starting the show, Justin Timberlake, really good start to it. Really good start.
Got people looking like regular people, having fun, dancing in the aisles, that kind of thing. I thought it was great. He was, his song was up for best sound, original song, I think, or in this soundtrack, and it was great to kick that off and present it that way.
Did you see Brie Larson while he was performing?
No, I didn't see that.
She was fangirling.
Was she really?
I assume she's married, right?
I don't think she
she
is.
was with, ever who she was with, she was like grabbing, like jumping up and down, all excited. I was like,
I
she
didn't
really
see that.
loves some Timberlake. That's pretty cool.
I didn't see all that. I saw, I was looking. I was in the opening. I was watching, and I was also fixing myself something to eat at the same time. So I was kind of multitasking.
Yeah, a couple
I
leaves
was
of lettuce.
the whole time. Bad.
Is that a skull behind you on the wall?
It is a skull behind me on the wall.
Okay.
You know I'm a horror fan. I'm a big horror chick.
You are.
So.
You are.
Just because I'm a horror chick doesn't mean I'm a bad girl.
Call Rob Zombie. He'll put you in something.
I don't want to be in that stuff. They're all boobs and stuff galore. I don't want to be in films like that. I don't mind watching them.
I don't problem.
I don't mind watching them, but I don't want to be in films like that.
Fish just asked, is Jocelyn Cruz single? I don't even know who that is.
That's the star of Voiceless.
Oh.
So he's in there. He's in there Googling stuff.
Yeah. He said it's already out on DVD. I didn't know.
It's already out on DVD. Cool. Yeah, we don't get told exactly when it hits markets. We just get like a roundabout time. So right. Awesome. Thanks, Fish.
So Fish, thank you for letting us know that it's already out, and we'll
appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll be going to look for it. I'm still waiting to have a cameo in one of your movies. I'm just saying.
When I get big enough to do that, you'll be in it, man. Promise you.
We need to talk to my friend Rick Shabani, who is trying to become a director in Hollywood. He just got out of, oh man, he's gonna be mad at me. I think New Mexico State.
Oh, cool.
And
That's awesome.
He just went to L.A., so he's been
I'm gonna be behind him.
Working on some small projects and stuff. So we'll get y'all together out there. He used to train martial arts with us and stuff back in the day.
Oh, cool. So you know him.
Yeah. He's been on the podcast too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be out there in the end of May, beginning of June. Moving out there, so.
Oh, so I should be getting my invitation. And when you get really big, you'll be getting me to San Diego Comic-Con.
There you go.
Because they won't sell me a ticket.
Tickets.
I'm just looking for any way to get to San Diego. How about the opening monologue?
I think he played it safe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was okay. Yeah. Frankly, wherever you stand politically, whether you like number 45 or you don't, it does, I'm tired of it all being so, it's okay to do jokes here and there. Everybody pokes jokes at the president. Whatever president is in office, they're always poked, made fun of. It just is what it is. So even, Obama got poked and made fun of all the time. This guy's going to get poked all the fun of all the time. It is what it is. But he definitely played it safe and didn't do too much political stuff. There were some political jokes throughout the night, but it wasn't over inundated with it, which was good. I was happy with that.
Oh, by the way, you just got a compliment. Someone says you're cute.
Thank you.
Fish likes you.
Thank you, Fish.
Yeah, I thought it was good, and it was kind of cracking me up the whole night. Him and Matt Damon.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
That cute little pretend rivalry is always awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
Was cracking me up. And then him with Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was awesome. That was great. That was perfect.
That was killing me.
Oh,
maybe you'll be in a movie or something.
Yeah, if you were at least a little talented,
She's been a legend for years.
Yeah, she has. She has. And everybody knows it. So even if you don't like what she had to say at the Golden Globes, you can't take away her talent from her.
Exactly.
No, it is what it is.
Now, I will say this, the one that, that's not one of the movies, was there her movie? Oh, no, when she was nominated for Best Actress, that little clip they showed,
yeah,
I was like, no interest in seeing it.
It was actually really good.
It was one of those things I got no interest now. You lost me.
Well, that's the whole premise of the movie. It's based on a true story because it's this woman who couldn't sing, and everybody, because she had so much money, and everybody who was friends with her loved her so much. Mm-hmm. Nobody had the heart to tell this woman that, and her dream was to sing, on stage. Never had the heart to tell her she couldn't sing. So she had so much money, she had the ability to actually get on that stage and sing live. And I think it's Florence Foster Jenkins is the name of the film or something. Yeah. It was great. It really was great. I mean, I had to watch it. It was sent to me. Like I have to watch all the screeners. So
Or
I put it
else.
in. And it was good. It was really good. I found myself pleasantly surprised, and
Huh?
she did a great job. She really did.
Now, did you ever
Because
see
she can't
Sweeney
sing.
Todd?
What?
Did you ever see Sweeney Todd?
Of course I did.
You see, I put it in and I'm like, why are they singing?
Ah, did you not know what it was to begin with?
I just like, it's Johnny Depp. I'm going to like it. So I started watching it. Then I realized I'm not liking it.
Do you never finish watching it?
I tell you how far I made into it. I think I made it to the opening credits.
Oh my gosh, Dee, you have to watch it again. You're gonna have to suck it up and watch it again. It's a great film. There's a lot of gore in it. It's good. It's a slasher. I mean, it really is. He's slashing throats and everything coming out. That's
He's the
spurting.
demon barber. Of course he is.
Huh?
I mean, because I haven't heard the title. Sweeney Todd, was it Demon Barber?
The demon barber of, oh gosh, what is it? Street. Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of. I can't believe I'm having a brain fart right now.
I have no idea, but I was just like, I don't know.
No, it's good. It's awesome. Check it out again. They also make mincemeat pies out of the people.
Oh,
And they
there you
feed
go.
the people.
That's always
See,
tasty. Give me a nice piece of key lime pie and a bottle of Chianti.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't going to do that because I'm no good at such things.
I did it.
All right, let's go with Best Supporting Actor.
Yes.
Wow. Now, I would say this. Right off the bat, the reason I thought Jeff Bridges would not win, because he's played the same role in 3 movies.
Oh, like No Country for Old Men, that kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the other one? Was a movie, was it with him and, was it Ryan Reynolds? Ripped?
Gosh.
R.I.P.D.?
No. That was, yeah, R.I.P.
Mm-hmm. So, I
Wasn't
mean,
that?
it just felt like, I'm like, that's the same character you played in a couple other movies.
Unfortunately, I didn't see Hell or High Water. I didn't get a chance to see
Yeah,
I didn't get a chance to see that one. I didn't get a chance to see Lion. I just couldn't fit everything in there. There's so much you have to see.
You're fired.
So I know. Well, listen. Here's the thing with the SAG Awards. We're not just we just don't vote on films and best actors and actresses in films. We have to vote on comedies and dramas and all that kind of stuff. So we have to watch TV shows too.
Oh,
so
I need that job.
Doesn't that be a fun job? Yeah. Until it pays the bills, you have another job on top of it. So
I mean, I'll be like Siskel and Ebert. Just put me down. I'll watch anything.
You do a great job of doing that, man. You should think about that.
Except for the Demon Barber.
You could do Saturday night at the movies.
Lucas Hodges, haven't seen the movie. Manchester by the Sea, haven't seen it. But the clips I saw looks amazing.
From what, Manchester by the Sea?
Uh-huh. The clips I saw look really, really good.
The actors did a great job in that. It's a very morose film. It wasn't one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. It really wasn't. But, to each their own,
Mm-hmm.
It definitely, it was a good film. It just wasn't one of my favorites. I actually did not, I didn't pick Casey Affleck for Best Actor. I really think that should have gone to, sorry, my cat. I think that should have gone to Denzel Washington.
Now, I was going to ask you this. Is there an actor or an actress that if they're in a movie, you'll automatically go, I need to see this? Because Denzel's one for me.
Well, yeah, Denzel.
Denzel, anything, I'm like, I got to see it. If he had been in The Demon Barber.
We need to write him and tell him that, just so you can watch the film.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Fish Tropic, he said,
what?
He was asking if you've seen roles for Final Destination 7, I would love to watch Laura get killed.
Who said that? Is that Fish or somebody else?
Yeah, Fish again, yes.
He wants to see me get killed. How does he want to see me get killed? How do you want me to bite it, man?
Yeah. How do you want to see her die in
Final Destination? Or cut in half? How do you want to see me die?
The best one I ever saw in that was when the guy was walking and a piece of glass fell. Yeah. I actually slowed that down and he was like, it looks so real. It was amazing.
It was good. Yeah, that was a great film. Yeah, that was a good one.
The worst one I ever saw was when, might have been the last one, next to last one, something like that, where a guy got caught in an escalator.
Oh, that was BS though. I
Yeah,
don't
when
like
I
the.
saw that, I was watching. I told one of my friends, it looks like someone's just like hanging some pants down, and then they showed the making of. It literally was that. It was
What they're
terrible.
doing.
It was
Yeah.
terrible.
Like the real ones where well, like not the real ones, but the ones where the death scene is actually legit.
Mm-hmm.
You know? What was the one where Krista Allen was in it? Was that part two?
Who was
Final
that?
Destination two. Krista Allen. She went out with George Clooney for a long time.
Well, he's gone on with everybody who's not me.
No, well, yeah, true. She's the one who. Did you see them all?
See what?
Did you see them all? Final Destinations.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
All right, so she was the one where she had the two kids, and that golf ball gets run over their lawnmower,
Yes.
and
Yes.
the glass and gets in her eyeball. I'm watching you. She gets
That was a good
all
one.
right,
Yeah.
I'm on you. Boom.
Oh, I love those movies. Those are like guilty pleasure movies for me.
They are.
Those
They tell
and Saw, even though the last
oh,
one not quite so
oh.
good.
Well, yeah. You know what? I like the first. The first two were really good.
Yeah.
The third one was, I wish they would have kept it like the first one, but you can. It's hard to do that. It's hard to have sequels as good as the first film.
I think they kind of pushed them too quick because they haven't had them every Halloween for a while.
Yeah, because they were trying to make the money. It was a little cash cow for them.
Hey, I can't argue with that.
Mm.
And back to the best supporting actor, Michael Shannon. When I saw the clip of him in the movie, no, when they saw him walking in, I was like, that guy looks familiar. And they showed him in the clip. I was like, that's that guy. He just didn't look the same to me without a mustache. I don't know why.
Yeah. He's a great actor too. But again, I didn't see the film, so I couldn't really give a fair, opinion on that.
Mm-hmm. And Mahershala Ali, I was actually really glad he won.
Yeah, he was great. He really that film was an amazing film. Did you see Moonlight?
I have not seen that yet.
It's a great film. Mm-hmm. I had my dad watch it with me, and my dad's from a generation where homosexuality was just not talked about, but it was like major, like, oh, you're going to hell, that kind of a thing. So it was hard for him to. What are you laughing at? What's he saying now?
Death by cat.
Death by cat.
Well, we've picked out a cat for that.
Yeah, I think I got one right here. She's still got a claws. So.
She's going to trip and fall, get knocked out, and cat food's going to fall down on your neck, and your cat's going to eat through it. Now, when the Final Destination movies come out, we thought it'd be really funny. He does look terrifying. We thought a funny death would be if someone falls down and can't get up, and they get their jugular ripped out by a wiener dog. It's like, there's your Final Destination.
There's your Final Destination.
Death by wiener dog.
Oh, my Lord.
But anyway, back to Mahershala Ali. I've seen him in a bunch of movies, and man, he's a good actor.
He is. He's really phenomenal. He does a great job, like I said, in Moonlight. So if you get a chance, definitely sit down and watch that film.
Now, he looks like, to me, like he's really young, too. Like, maybe around 30, maybe?
But good to know.
He just has that look to me to be really young and could be around for a long time. And I hope so, because I really like him.
Yeah, me too.
Best supporting actress.
Yes.
Naomi Harris again, Moonlight. And I believe, was that the one?
But she didn't win. Viola Davis won that.
Yeah, I was getting to her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was getting to her. Because I think Viola should have won for something else, by the way.
For what? What?
Huh?
For what?
Suicide Squad. She played an amazing Amanda Waller. She was awesome as Amanda Waller. She brought that comic book to life. It was awesome. So,
she did do a good job, and unfortunately, those kinds of films, unless it did win, it won an Oscar.
It did.
For me. So it's a good thing. But other than that, most of the times you're not going to get a nod for acting in those films.
She was phenomenal in that. But,
that was a great film. I saw that too. It was a great film.
Mm-hmm. But Naomi Harris, I believe she said that she really did not want that role because she didn't want to play that kind of character, that kind of character that made women look bad. She wants to be a positive character, and I'm like, you know what? I can totally understand, but from the clips I saw, she looked amazing in that. She looked like she did a great job.
She did. She did a great job. I'm kind of I disagree with that way of thinking. Again, she can think any way she wants to. But for me, I understand where she's going with that, positive role models, things like that for acting. But it's also, goodness gracious, how boring would that be?
Yeah.
As an actor, you want to play all these different types of people that are out there. Yeah, there are bad elements out there, but it's a lot of times it's archetypes that people are speaking of. People are writing, like the screenwriters, the writers are writing from personal experiences, bullying. Look at the film Boys Don't Cry. That was based on a true story, and that really happened to that poor kid. But people have to, in order to tell that story and get it out there and make awareness, actors have to play those bad characters. The antagonists and stuff. And it is what it is.
Charlize Theron in Monster.
Yeah, exactly. She was portraying that real woman, and it is what it is. So, I got a lot of flack for which I won't talk about the film, but I got a lot of flack for being in a certain film in my community here, and from adults, and I was just like, and it was an R-rated film. I'm just like, dudes, it's not real. It's fake. If you can't separate a character from real life, you need to check yourself at the door. It's kind of, I think it's kind of crazy. Nobody that I know wants to go to the movies and see an actor portray themselves.
Yeah.
Like, who would want to go see me? My friends would not want to go to the movies and see me. They see me all the time. They want to see, oh, there's Laura up there on screen, They want to see me play a character, somebody that's so different from who they know.
Well, that's where I think Vince Vaughn has made a career playing himself.
Possibly.
So every time I see him, I'm like, you're playing the same guy again in another movie.
I don't know him.
You played the same character in Psycho as you played in every other movie you've ever been in. It's the same character. Hey, Fish, We'll get to those questions later, okay, buddy?
Swinger?
Yeah. Same character. Same character. Nicole Kidman in Lion, again, haven't seen it, but...
Seen it.
It looked pretty interesting to me. Now, a movie I definitely want to see, and I hope this lady gets a lot more stuff coming her way, is Octavia Spencer.
Oh, she's awesome.
And Hidden Figures.
You didn't see that?
I have not seen it, but it looks amazing to me. I definitely want to see this movie.
Go see it.
But it's amazing. I don't believe this movie may have just recently made it to Lynchburg. What else was it? Moonlight, I honestly don't know if that was ever in Lynchburg. Like Lion, I don't think that was in Lynchburg. I find it weird that some of these movies that get nominated were never in my area.
Why? It's a good question.
Because we have a small area. I guess, I don't know. Because, even Kimmel said this. He goes, you made a great movie that no one got to see. And I'm like, that's just so odd to me.
It is odd to me, too.
But, that lady, Octavia Spencer, I hope she does a lot more stuff. She's been in a lot of stuff, but she's a really good actress.
Yeah, she's already won an Oscar. She's an Oscar winner, so.
Oh, did she really? For what?
What did she win it for? She's won it last year for a supporting actress role.
Well,
was it for The Help? Was it for The Help?
Was it? Was that last? That had been a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Well, maybe it was a couple years ago. It could be, but I think she won it for The Help. She's an Oscar award winning actress.
There you go. Then Michelle Williams, Manchester by the Sea again. That's your new girl this year.
She did a great job. Michelle Williams does a great job in every film she does. She's like Chris Ashworth in that respect, as far as, Chris can do any dialect that he puts his mind to. He has that talent. Michelle Williams has that exact kind of talent. Any dialect that she has to portray, she nails it.
There you go.
For me, I can do it, but I have to train, and I have to have a dialect coach to keep helping me understand. It's something that I have to, if I'm going to be on set delivering, the page for the day, because on films you usually do 2-3 pages a day, and that's it. I'm sitting there over and over and over again, phonetically sounding things out and writing them by the words I have to say, and I have to memorize and rehearse and rehearse and rehearse. Certain people just have that gift where they can just go out there, read the words on the paper, and then just spit them out effortlessly. I can't do that. It takes me more time.
Fish, no, she cannot.
I'm gonna leave it at
Yeah, well,
that.
he wants you to take your hat off, and I said no, she will not take her
No,
hat off.
get my hat off.
But back to Viola,
I
she
got an
won
headache.
for Fences
Sorry.
again. That's a movie I definitely want to see. Definitely want
Yes.
to see that. And so let's see now to best actor.
Yeah.
Casey Affleck. I'll tell you why I did not think he should have won, because he's basically playing himself in Southie. I didn't know really anything about the movie, but somebody goes, well, he's got a big brother that's kind of famous, and he's not quite as famous. He's got a little tougher life. I'm like, dude, that is your life.
hmm hmm
You got a kind of a famous big brother.
He did a good job in that film, though. I just don't. He was very tormented.
Mm-hmm.
His character was very tormented in the film, dealing with a heavy conscience, very guilt ridden. So, and he portrayed that wonderfully. I just think Denzel should have taken that.
Yeah.
I was really shocked when he was given the award.
I was kind of too. I just kind of assumed Denzel would win just because it's Denzel.
Mm. But you can't give awards like that too, though. You can't just say, "Oh, this guy's a phenomenal actor for all the other work he did."
Mm-hmm.
You have to try and judge it based upon the actual piece that.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, obviously, but I mean, he's
But he was
man.
great. He was great. He not only was he amazing in the film, but he directed it too. I mean, he was good.
Yeah, they were talking about him like he was going around doing like 7 things at once, and then come back and just nail like a 7-page line of lines and stuff. Like, man,
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, he has a lot of dialogue in that film. This one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he did a great job.
How about Andrew Garfield and Hacksaw Ridge?
I didn't see that yet. Ugh. I wanted to see it in the theaters. I didn't get to see it yet.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it either, but all my friends, they said that should have been movie of the year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did all your friends see all the other films?
Well, now, why would they need to do such a thing? That's crazy talk. That is absolutely crazy talk.
They're making an uneducated statement.
Well, that's what we do.
That's what a lot of people do.
We ain't not smart. Let's see. Ryan Gosling, La La Land, the picture of the year winner for a few seconds.
For a couple moments. Yeah.
Did you see that? La La Land?
I did see La La Land.
Awesome. Yeah. Mediocre?
I loved it. It was great. I'm not really a big musical person, but I liked it. I really liked it a lot.
I would tell you what, him and Emma, they got a great chemistry.
Oh, they do. They're a great combo. Mm-hmm. They really, really are.
That's just because she hasn't met me yet.
You're still talking, D.
Yeah. Well, one day, and for the rest of their lives. Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, my gosh. Did you see Captain Fantastic?
Captain Fantastic? What's Captain Fantastic?
That's the movie.
Is that what that was? Oh, yeah, I did write that down. No, I haven't.
That's the movie he's nominated for.
Was that a superhero movie?
No.
Then I totally missed it.
No. Oh, you're so cute. No. But he's amazing. See that one, too. I really wanted Viggo. I really wanted, actually, here's a funny thing. Well, not funny, but Denzel was, everybody that's been nominated this year, here's the one thing we were all saying as actors amongst each other. This year was an amazing year for amazing performances. It's like when we were doing the SAG Awards and we had to choose somebody. So we had to literally have we had our ballots in our hand and we had to choose somebody. But it was like, we hope they all, whoever wins, we're going to be happy for because they all delivered wonderful performances. Mm-hmm. But you had to choose one. You couldn't choose more than one. So you just had to choose something. Viggo Mortensen, holy cow, delivered such an amazing performance. I really wanted him to win something, either on the SAG Awards or an Oscar. He was very deserving, too. Mm-hmm. It was just hard to choose. It really, really was. So you need to see that. He did a great job. Actually, that entire cast of Captain Fantastic did such an amazing job with the kids. It's about him and his children, mm-hmm. and their mother has passed away, so it's about him as a single father, I think with 7 kids, and it's just an amazing. And they're living off grid. Mm-hmm. It's an amazing story, and the dialogue that these children had to not only, memorize, but actually breathe to life and encompass and deliver these lines like they knew what they were talking about. It's a lot of existentialism, niche, all this kinds of esoteric, stuff that they were delivering. And they did it awesome because they actually delivered these lines like they knew what they were talking about. Like they were these real people, these real characters, not just actors portraying them. And it was an amazing film. It really was. I really wish it won something.
See that's one thing I don't understand because I'm not an actor. I just look good, but I don't know how people go from reading a script and then becoming that character. That blows my mind. How you read something on a sheet of paper, then you say it, but not just saying it, have that feel behind it, where people see it and feel it, and as not yourself, but as someone else. That always blows my mind. That's quite the talent there.
Well, I thank you very much. Some people don't appreciate it.
But I appreciate you taking it so personally.
I was not thanking you for me. I was thanking for all the actors out here.
You play quite the cheerleader.
That was
not. I would like to apologize for that.
No, you won't.
That kitty is back.
That kitty is back. She's jealous. You're taking up her time.
Oh.
She's a very jealous kitty.
And then Denzel, we already talked about him in the Best Actor category. That was the last one. Casey Affleck, again, we both kind of think, yeah. He seems really like a shy guy too to me.
A what?
Casey Affleck. He seems very shy.
He is. He seems very introverted and shy. You're correct.
Because when Robin Roberts was interviewing him before, he's like, yeah, I want to apologize because I got this beard and it's just for a role. And I was like, great day. Come on, take a Prozac or something, dude. You're making me want to slip my wrist here. His acceptance speech, I thought was pretty good too.
It was. Yeah. I mean, he didn't expect to win. I mean, so he didn't have anything prepared, which is in and of itself kind of cool. I think.
Now, if you're nominated, would you go in with a speech whether you won or not? Oh, I definitely would.
No, the first time I'm ever nominated, because I plan on being nominated at one point.
Yeah. Am I going to be your arm candy for that?
Huh?
Will I be your arm candy for that?
If you start being nice to me, maybe.
I'm not going to be your arm candy.
No, I don't think I would. I think when that happens in the company I'm going to be in, it's not jinxing myself. I don't know.
You know, it'd be great if you walked up on stage and then I ran up behind you with a sheet of paper. This is what you're supposed to say.
Security.
First off, you think the Simply Incredible podcast, and then go from there. Hey,
so, I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool that he didn't have a piece of paper.
Let's see. Best Actress. Isabella Humpert, which I'm totally mispronouncing her name, for Elle. And I thought that was kind of odd. It's that was a French movie, I believe.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel made a joke about it that no one's seen. And it's true. Yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, obviously the Academy saw it, but because she was nominated for
it. That's the one he was talking about. I didn't know which one he was talking about when he first said that. Yeah, I totally missed it when he said that.
One. Yeah, because I didn't get it. They didn't make it available to us. And yeah, I didn't see it.
So how does that get nominated then? Who sees this movie that makes you go, this is one of the best movies of the year, or best, one of the movies that people should see?
She won for the SAG Awards. No, scratch, not SAG Awards, Golden Globes, excuse me, Golden Globes. So the Golden Globes are obviously, it's an international award to actors and, directors and, all the arts and motion pictures by journalists. That's what the Golden Globes are. They're the journalists who give out the awards. That's why when Meryl Streep got up and said what she said about journalism and letting them speak their mind, that's why she said what she said, because she was there getting an award, a Lifetime Award, from journalists. That's what the
Mm-hmm.
Golden Globes are. And I think a lot of the everyday people who aren't involved in entertainment, I don't think they knew that. So they're just like, oh, here comes another actor spouting off their political beliefs again, and yada yada yada. And a lot of times, I don't think they understand, or understood why she said what she said.
Mm-hmm.
So with the Golden Globes, they get to see all these international films. So that's, I think, where that sparked a lot of interest. And of course, throughout the year, this one, I don't know when the film came out in 2016, but obviously it got noticed by a lot of people in the right circuits. Mm-hmm. So it got, promoted and pushed up the levels of the award circuit.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it, so they didn't make it available to us for the SAG noms. So,
well, that's not fair. You were cheated.
I was, I guess.
Let's see. Ruth Naga for Loving.
Oh, my friend's in that. Chris. Well, yeah, it was a limited. We were surprised they shot in Virginia, mm-hmm. and we were surprised it didn't get down to you guys. My buddy Christopher Mann plays Ruth Naga's father in the film. Mm-hmm. It's a phenomenal film. It's amazing. I keep saying that, but I tell you, this year all the films were great, so they really were. But it was a great film. It's out now. You can see it on demand. So get a chance. And that's based on a true story too. That's based on the first interracial couple or marriage that overturned that law. Because before you weren't allowed to marry interracially. It was against the law.
I have to look that up then.
Mm-hmm. So they overturned it.
Now, Natalie Portman and Jackie.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No, but I know a lot about Jackie. I don't need to see another movie, do I?
Actually, there's a lot in this film that no one knew. They didn't make it public until now.
How do they know if no one knew? It's made
because
up. Was this based on a true story?
Journal. It's based on her memoirs. So
this is based on another true story.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to become a director, and I'm going to say, this one's based on a false story. That's going to be my big tag. This is based on a false story.
Nothing in this film is true.
This is based on something I may or may not have heard. That's going to be mine right there. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see her as Jackie O. I just don't. I don't know.
She did a good job with it. Mm-hmm. I didn't vote for her or anything, but she did a good job. I still appreciate her performance.
Yeah, you know. Emma Stone, who by the way did look good.
She's beautiful.
I like that dress she had on too. I thought it was pretty cool. Kind of like old school, like 1930s or something kind of a dress.
Yeah, I liked her.
Cool.
I liked her in
that.
that.
20s. Yeah, probably what it was. But I thought, I don't know. I don't know. A musical, I just don't know. A lot of dance numbers, I don't know. Like for me, it's like, is that worthy? Is that worthy of actor or actress of the year? Hey, good, they can dance. Good for them.
Can you dance?
Put them on Dancing with the Stars.
Can you dance?
Heck no. I can't dance. Hey, you know what? I can step on toes. That's about it.
Oh, maybe you could win an Oscar for that.
Oh.
Maybe.
The best actor who stepped on a woman's toes and he got slapped many times. I would like to thank the Academy.
I think she...
Thank you very much.
Captain America.
For my Captain America statue. I knew you'd make an appearance tonight. There you are.
Here he is. I'm glad you got him out of the box.
Just for that. There's my gimmick.
Don't get rid of that box, though. Don't dent it or anything. Might be worth something.
Oh, no. I got that box right there.
Good. See that? You know your stuff. Condition.
Let's see. And Meryl Streep again for the really bad. See, now I could play someone who cannot sing. I could play that well.
I could too. I can't sing a lick, man. I can dance and I can act. I can't sing.
Really?
Woo!
Prove you can dance right now.
Huh?
Prove you can dance. There you go.
There it is. Oscar
Napoleon
right
Dynamite.
there. Oscar, baby, right there.
Napoleon. Let's see. That's everybody in the Best Actress. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5 people in that category. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 5 and that one too. 9 movies for best movie. Does that seem excessive to you?
No, because it goes back and forth every year. It depends what was given to us, what was given to the public for us to see, There was 9 Oscar-worthy performances.
I don't see Deadpool on here anywhere.
No, but he was in the SAG Awards and Golden Globes, man, and he is that is the first and only superhero film ever to be nominated for any of those in that category, categories.
For best picture type of category?
And very, very deserving. I mean, that was an amazing, oh gosh, that film was great. I was laughing as soon as I sat in my seat for that one.
Yeah. They had a whole lot of little things in there, too. Lots of little things.
That's one of those films you can watch like 50 times and catch more and more things.
Oh, I've watched it about 10 myself.
Yeah, I have too. Oh gosh, I loved it.
Let's see. Hacksaw Ridge. Fish says it sucks. So I'm going with that.
Did he really?
Yeah. Fish said Hacksaw Ridge sucks. I can't argue with that.
I didn't see Fish, so.
Fences. Fences, I mean, like I say, what little I saw of the clips and everything, I'm like, that's going to be my pick for the movie of the year.
It was a good film, man. I mean, it's what's really interesting about it, too, is because it all is, the majority of it all takes place at their house.
Yeah.
Backyard or, the front porch or inside the house. So the back, it's pretty cool. But, I mean, Fences,
Yeah, there's one guy, he said, I don't know how they spent more than like $1 million on that film, on the making of it.
Oh.
He's like, I think he said they had like one scene that wasn't in this little area. Everything else was right there in that little spot.
Yeah, and it's right there. There's only one. I think there's a bar scene, his watering hole scene. There's the coming away from work scene, and then the rest of it's right there. It's right at their house.
Arrival, I actually just watched that today. Thought it was good. I don't know, like movie of the year good, but I thought it was good.
It was good. Mm-hmm. Did you watch it a second time and tell me how you? I'd like you to watch it a second time and then let's talk about it.
It's terrible now. I've seen it twice now.
You don't want to do it, huh? Not worthy of a second watch.
It's. I see this gigantic, like oval looking thing out there, and they climb inside of it. Yay! I'm only getting actually, like I say, I thought it was good. I mean, again, I'm not going, this is epic or anything, but I thought it was good.
I liked it. Very cerebral.
Hacksaw Ridge sucks because you cannot compare this to any other war movie, therefore no good. But that's my opinion. You tell them, Fish.
Okay.
Hell or High Water. Neither one of us saw that. Lion.
Didn't see it, unfortunately.
It had a lion in it, so there you go. Hidden Figures. I have not seen it, but I'm dying to see this movie. Looks great.
It's great. And what's really interesting is what I got, honestly, after I saw that film, I got really upset because I'm like, where were these 3 amazing women in my history book?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That really pissed me off. Yeah. I'm like, why were these women in my history book when I was growing up?
Yeah.
Learning about, or Rush to Space, and it just really pissed me off. Without these 3 women, we would have never gotten into space. Yeah. We wouldn't have. The men couldn't do the math. It took these.
That's kind of sexist right there, saying us men can't do it.
You can shut my door, okay? Mhm. So, yeah, that's what. That's just crazy.
Well, I mean, but the thing about that is that's not even the beginning, like the tip of the iceberg. How often that's most likely have happened in the past.
Oh yeah, that's just one instance. Yeah. I mean, and something else I learned. I wish you remember the guy's name, but Thomas Edison with the light bulb. Mm-hmm. He didn't invent it by himself. There was this other guy. He's African American. He invented the filament to go into the light bulb.
Yeah.
I mean, the filament is what makes the light bulb work.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But he's the one who developed the filament. Yeah. And you'll hear about him. You haven't learned. All I heard about was Thomas Edison.
Yep.
White bread. Invented the light bulb. There's somebody else that made a major important part of that light bulb, and he's never mentioned once in the books.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the other thing I've heard about? Apparently Betsy Ross isn't the one who did our flag either. Did you hear about that?
This is news to me.
Yeah, you got to. There's somebody else who actually did the flag, but Betsy got the credit for it. So that's just a bunch of bullshit anymore. Ugh.
Did you hear that language, people?
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
Oops, bunch of bullcaca.
Man. I expect that from Troy. I don't expect that from you. Let's see,
Sorry.
Manchester by the Sea. Yeah.
You didn't. Yeah.
I didn't see it, but again, I just feel like Casey Affleck is just playing himself again.
Yes, you said that. Yeah.
I mean, I remember wasn't he in Good Will Hunting also?
I think he had a little part in that. Played the brother. Didn't he play the brother?
Yeah, that's what I think. I thought he was like in the back seat every time they did anything. So I'm like, he's just playing that role again, just a little bit more up to date.
No, he's not playing that same role. It's really different. Mm-hmm. Different piece. To be honest with you, I mean, all joking aside, it's a much different film. But
and the winner was La La Land.
I mean, Moonlight.
All right. In this situation, you win. Yeah. You walk up there, you get your award, you give your entire speech.
Well, he didn't finish it.
Well, I mean, they were on like the third person. Before they were like, wait a minute, we got a problem here. Third person? Yeah. Huh. And then all of a sudden one guy goes, hold on, we didn't win. No, I'm not joking. We really did not win. I was like, because when he said that, I was like, wait, what?
What? Yeah. Well, see, for me, I wasn't. The reason why I didn't know that was like the third person in, because when they first got up there, I was like, wow, because again, all those movies nominated were all very well deserving. Like whoever won, I was going to be like, hey, it's hard to choose. But I noticed some kind of fiasco going on in the background as when they went up. And the first guy got, they were getting everybody up in the seats, out of their seats onto the stage. Mm-hmm. I noticed some kind of fiasco in the background. I started scanning, I kept looking, and I'm like, where's Gosling at? He's not on stage,
that's what I noticed too, because I saw Emma right in the back, and I was like, I'm surprised he's not like right beside her.
Right. So I'm like, where the heck is he? And then I'm kind of like looking for him, mm-hmm. and then I see some other kind of commotion as they start talking, and I'm more being that I'm in the business, I'm now seeing something that shouldn't be happening in the background, and I'm not even paying attention to the guy in the front talking. Because apparently I missed a lot. Apparently one of the guys thanked his blue-eyed wife or something. I'm like, what's that have to do with anything? I mean, who cares? But I'm like, looking, I'm like, what's going on? Then I see a stage manager come out that has his headset on, mm-hmm. and that's taboo. You do not do that. Mm-hmm. And something is up. And then that's when all of a sudden the guy said something about Moonlight being their true winners of this award. So I was like, holy crap.
I was like, oh my goodness. I've never seen such a thing.
Nobody
Steve Harvey, obviously.
Well, yeah, but that was a little different.
Yeah, I mean, that was like little thing compared to this. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, but you saw the audience. Everybody in the audience was like, what's going on,
And wow, I mean, that just blew my mind. I mean, Warren Beatty, Faye Dunaway, they've been around forever. I mean, it seems like they have been around forever.
They have been. They're old Hollywood now. Now they're old Hollywood, yeah. So.
All right, now you tell us what actually happened right there.
Okay, so when I was watching this in real time, and what I'm going to tell you what actually happened, a lot of us actors weren't privy to this information either. Even the people who give out the awards, like the Warren Beatty's, and even like the Emma Stones, the Viola Davises, all those people, even all these people, they didn't know this. They just weren't privy to this information. But this is what happened. So when I'm sitting there watching this all unfold, and I see Warren Beatty open up a sealed envelope. Mm-hmm. And take, like I saw it was sealed. We all saw it. It was sealed. Yeah. And we hear him opening it, unsealing it, opening it up, and he lifts it up halfway, and he's like,
"That when I saw that, I was like, is he trying to make a joke? Why is he doing? This is not the time." Because he kept looking down in there for another piece.
He was,
Hmm.
exactly. And when I saw his face, because, being an actor, I'm really quick on facial, expressions.
Hmm.
I'm like, he's confused.
Yeah.
That's a confused face. But in my head, I'm like, is he confused because he disagrees with the outcome?
Hmm.
Or why is he confused? But I knew it was a confused face. So, and some people didn't know, the younger generation didn't know, because I saw it on Twitter and I saw it on Instagram, everybody bashing Warren Beatty, saying he threw Faye Dunaway under the bus, which he didn't do that. See,
No.
what I saw was, I saw him open it up, get extremely confused, and then kind of look out to the audience like, okay, and basically what's going on in his head is what would have gone through my head, like, oh shit, sorry. Oh crap, this is twice, I know, I'm fired, I'll never be able to. It's
But
simply
don't
incredible.
worry, we're in a second hour, so that's still one per hour.
um, he's probably like, how do you handle this? This is a live show. This has never happened before. I can't call the producers or the stage manager out on stage. Literally, what do you do in this situation? He was like, caught between a rock and a hard place. So he looks at Faye Dunaway, and she, who's his longtime friend,
Yeah.
Bonnie and Clyde, all that kind of stuff, looks at him, thinks he's just trying to, just intensify the situation. So when they announced the name, like, he thought he was being silly.
Yeah, because I'm sure she couldn't even see what was
No, she didn't
on
see
the
the
thing.
envelope.
Yeah.
No, she didn't see anything. And then you even see him, like we just mentioned, look inside the envelope again for a second card,
Yeah.
thinking it was a mistake. So he even looks, if you rewind it and watch it again, he even looks in the
Yeah.
envelope a second time, and he just looks. Then he looks at, that's it. He looks at the card again, and he knows it says Best Actress Emma Stone.
Yeah.
La La Land. He's like, this isn't the card. So Faye Dunaway's pushing him to, like, it's been 4 hours already. We need to move the show along. It's the end,
Mhm.
So he just hands it over to Faye, not for her to announce the winner, but to show her what he's dealing with. But
Mhm.
she's not thinking, scans the card, didn't even take her time to look at the card. If she took her time to look at the card, she would have seen what he was dealing with, what the
Mhm.
issue was. She just saw La La Land, and she goes, La La Land,
Mhm.
and that's what happened.
Mhm.
So he didn't throw her under the bus. He didn't hand that to her to announce it. He gave that card to her to say, look, Faye, this is what I'm dealing with. Like, look at the card. What do we do? You know what I mean? So after all my explanation of what I saw with that, it was neither one of their faults.
Yeah.
This is what happened. PricewaterhouseCoopers is the accounting firm
Mhm.
who has been doing the Oscars for years. Okay, they count all the ballots, and they're the only ones that know, counting the ballots. There's only two people who are, aware of what's going on with this. There's only two of them, and they don't write it down or anything like that. They memorize the names so it doesn't get out. That they keep it under wraps until show night. That is Martha Ruiz and Brian Callanan. I might be mispronouncing their names, but they're the two individuals who work for PricewaterhouseCoopers who are always handling the Oscars. Once they know this information in their heads, and they're the only ones that stuff the envelopes, is her and this guy Brian.
Mm-hmm.
They stuff the envelopes themselves, and then when they're at the Oscars, they are the ones that are supposed to hand out the envelopes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing: Emma Stone was interviewed right after she got her award, and I even have it on my Instagram. She sits there and she says, now, because Warren Beatty, to prove his innocence in the whole thing, he even at the end when they called him up, he even says, "Look, I want to tell you what happened," and I give him credit for that, because he's like, he didn't mess up. He said, "This is the card I have," and then thank God the camera crew, one of the cameramen, zoomed in on it and showed the thing he was dealing with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is where everybody just found out what PricewaterhouseCoopers does. We didn't even know this. They have 2 duplicate cards for each winner. Mm-hmm. No one knew this, okay? So when Emma Stone was giving her interviews to the press after she had her Oscar, and heard him say this and showed the card, she's like, I don't know how. And now she wasn't throwing him under the bus either, though. She's just like, I don't know how he has a second card, because I've had my envelope with me the whole time it was given to me. This is why this happened. They have duplicate cards, one on either side of the stage, because they do not know, where the presenters are entering from. Mm-hmm. So, or let's say one of the presenters enters from the wrong side, even though they have rehearsals, the week before. Mistakes can happen, as we saw. But if somebody misses their cue or enters from the wrong side, it's okay because they're still going to have an envelope for that award on either side of the stage. Somehow, for the first time in Oscar history, they gave somebody the wrong envelope. Instead of getting rid of the one that Emma Stone, the extra one for Emma Stone, just received. As you know, Emma Stone just received the award previous.
See, because it's funny. I thought maybe she had left her card up there.
That's what I thought maybe too. Somehow they didn't take it, And as an actor, I'm thinking like, well, that was me. I'd never leave that card anywhere. That'd be
exactly.
And she didn't either. But that's we were all trying to figure out how that happened. Like, let's not turn any stone unturned.
There you go.
Leave any stone unturned. What's the possibilities of this? Because he definitely showed us the card that he did have that card. So maybe Emma left it down, or maybe Emma didn't walk up the stage with it, and the person who was supposed to give it to her, or did Leo have the card? Like, whatever. But that wasn't what happened. They have a duplicate card on either side of the stage for all the award announcements. And the person who handed it to Warren Beatty, whether it was Martha or it was Brian or whoever was in charge of handing out those cards, inadvertently gave them the wrong card. And that's how that happened.
See, because it's funny. I just kind of assumed, because, but that makes me, obviously. But I kind of assumed they actually had the category written on the card itself, too. But apparently it's just a gold card.
Yeah, you mean on the outside of the envelope?
Yeah, on the outside of the envelope. But apparently it's just gold.
No, yeah, it's just this time it was, I think this one, wasn't it red this year?
Well, I'm colorblind, so there you go.
The year before it was gold, you're right, but I think this year they were red. But yeah, I would think too, it's written on the outside of the envelope, but apparently not.
Well, I think they'll change
that. They start doing that now.
So that, see, that was the whole award show. Fish asked a couple of things. First off, Bill Paxton.
Oh.
I mean, that was so tragic. I mean, I don't know, what operation, but they said it was, complications with a surgery.
I heard heart. Last I just heard it was heart. He was doing a heart thing. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard heart.
And I just remember the first time I saw him was in Terminator. Just like one of the guys in the background gets killed somewhere. But the movie I really remembered was, it might have actually been around that time, was Weird Science.
I was like, that's the film I remember him from, was Weird Science, playing Chet.
He played Chet. That's what I really really remember him, was Chet.
Yeah, Chet.
But, I'm just looking at his list. Twister, Apollo 13, Weird Science, True Lies. Man, so many great movies. Tombstone.
True Lies. Oh, True Lies. He was such a great scumbag. Sleazy salesman, used car salesman.
I didn't realize he was in Two Guns.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, so it says.
I'll have to check that out.
U-571, which was like the other submarine movie that year.
Submarine movie, right?
The other one. Oh, what else? Next of kin, Club Dread. That was a terrible movie.
Was he in that?
Yeah.
That was old, cheap, grade Z horror films.
Haywire, which is a movie I actually like. Gina Carano stars in that one, by the way.
Look at you, movie buff.
He was in Stripes.
He was?
I don't remember that. But so it says.
Was he a brown dude way back when, or what? Did he have a character name in that?
Well, I'm just looking at it. Just has the movie and the year. Let's see characters here. Let's see. Where's my characters at? Well, of course, it's not. They'll tell me everything. Oh, wait. Let's see. Harold Ramis, John Warnaby, Sean Young, John Lettercat. I forgot he was in there.
Yeah, he was the poopy head.
Judge Reinhold. Oh, okay. He was soldier number 8.
So he was he may have had a one like an under 5 one line or two. That was it, probably.
Commando. Okay, so him and Arnold get along really well.
Yeah.
Commando, Terminator, True Lies, and so many good movies.
Yeah, he was great. He's such a loss to our community.
Mm-hmm.
And his fans, yeah.
Oh, he was in the Spy Kids movies.
Oh, he played the dad.
Mm-hmm. No, he wasn't the dad, was he?
He the dad?
I thought, What's his face was the dad? Antonio Banderas.
Oh, is he?
I thought he was.
Got it wrong then. Maybe I got it
Antonio
wrong.
Banderas. Steve Buscemi was in that, but Steve Buscemi's in every movie ever made.
He's a good actor.
Bill Paxton played Dinky Winks.
What? Didn't he play? Wasn't he the dad in another like a superhero dad in a film, in a set of films? I could have sworn he was.
Let's see.
What's the what were the kids are actually the heroes? Aren't they in lions? Like they operate. They control they look like lions, mechanical lions.
I do not see that anywhere.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I don't see it on my little list of stuff here.
I could have sworn he's in something like that. What was that called, though? Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds.
I never saw this movie.
Was he in it? The dad?
Let's get down here.
Break out.
He's third on the list, so I'm gonna say possibly.
Yeah, he's the dad in Thunderbirds. I knew it was something.
Ben Kingsley was in that. I'm going to see that. I like Ben Kingsley.
Thunderbirds.
Some of these other people I don't know. Vanessa Hudgens, I remember her.
Yeah, he's the dad. Yeah, Jeff Tracy. He plays the dad in Thunderbirds.
So, I mean, he was, just a legend.
Oh, he's in tons of stuff. Crazy stuff.
And another one. I mean, this year, great day, we lost a bunch of people over the last 12 months or so. Just a ton of legends.
Yeah. Music in the music industry and in the art, just in the arts in general.
I mean, we just lost George the Animal Steel, professional wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, who's that?
No, I know. I saw them all on Facebook. I mean, I honestly, I don't follow that stuff, but I mean, that's an art form in and of itself. So,
and they do their own stunts.
I know that they do. They do. I know that. I mean, I saw choreographed and stuff, but it's a tough gig.
He also says Robin Williams passed away over the past year.
Yeah.
Committed suicide over the past year. Man. Aliens, I forgot. He was in Aliens also, by the way.
Yeah, he was. That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at Fish.
Fish also asked this question. I don't know if you can really add anything to this or not. Can you become an actor in Canada?
In Canada?
Yeah.
I would suspect that it's the same way that you do it here. You'd have to you could research wherever you're at. I'm sure there's some kind of casting company in your area, and you can call them up or go to their website. First, just go to Google and Google, push casting agencies in your area, and they'll come up. And then almost every casting agency has a website or a telephone number, at least. You can go to the website, and most of them have what they call as an open call, where actors can go and show their stuff to them on a certain day. Usually, like here, I know there are a couple in Philly that their open calls are on Thursdays, one Thursday each month. It's not like every week. It's like one Thursday each month. And aspiring actors can go there, and that's how they can get their foot in the door. Mm-hmm. And even if you have an agent, you still have to go to these, so they can see you and see your talent. And usually you have to have 2 monologues prepared. If you do not, like a comedy and a drama, if you do not have something prepared, they usually have something called sides, which is basically a piece of paper that has lines on it. And they'll give it to you. You can rehearse it in the hallway with the other 200 people in line with you. And they call you in. You tell them your name. You give them you have to have a headshot and resume. You have to have at least a picture of yourself, an 8x10, and something to hand them in. So if you have only done like high school theater or you've done community theater, whatever you've done in the arts, definitely at least that's a resume to start with. So at least put that information down on what you played, what production you were in, the part you played, and the director who directed the piece. And then that's your resume. You put it on the back of your headshot, and you hand that into them, and they'll ask you to go ahead and perform. And that's how you can get started. Once they see you, they'll put you in a yes or no pile right away. If they like you, they may call you in for an audition for something that comes along. And that's basically how everybody gets started. Or another way to do it is to go onto the 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 casting director agencies or the casting agencies and see if they have any classes.
Mm-hmm.
And if they most offer classes too. If you don't have any formal education in the craft, you can get your start that way. Take, it's like a 9-week course or sometimes a 12-week course that they offer, and then they get to see you that way as well. And you get your foot in the door. Yes, you're paying them to take their class, but you're also getting an education in it too.
Yeah.
I always tell everybody, even people who are longtime actors, we still take classes. You never stop educating yourself. You never, you never stop learning. You just can't. I know Jack Nicholson says it. Everybody says it. All the greats say it. You continue to learn. You never stop learning. So I've got a master's degree in my field, but I still learn. I still take classes. Just to keep my feet wet, just to keep moving. If work with other actors, to go over lines. Help them with auditions,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of a thing.
Now, it was a line we used in martial arts a lot. I'm a black belt, but I'm still training and still learning. The line was, "If you're not growing, you're dying."
And that's true.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't do anything, you're just going to shut down.
Yeah, you're going to be stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you got to
be stagnant. Then you just have like mosquitoes around you. You don't want no mosquitoes around you.
Flies, all that kind of stuff. Maggots, not good.
Now you said like 2 monologues. Now, are these ones that like from other movies or something you make up yourself?
I wouldn't suggest a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the well, look, I'm dating myself. Library.
What are those?
What are libraries? Or go to the bookstore, like Barnes & Noble. Actually, probably best to go to Barnes & Noble or something like that. They have a section for actors and performing arts, and you go there and you choose from a monologue book. They have all these monologue books you can purchase, and you can get your monologue from there. Most of the monologues are from plays and stuff.
A monologue book.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm going to pick something out. I have got my actors library over here.
Mm-hmm. We can see it.
You can see my skull on my wall.
Yeah. Oh, the skull's Batman.
Oh, let's see here. Just to show them something. Here we go. All right, these books are older, but I think there's some great monologues in here and some scene work too. But like, here's one that I have. I don't know if you can see that or not. But these are for women, monologues for men and women.
You got a glare on the top part. What is that? Modern? What is
that?
Oh,
hold on. This way. Can you see it now? I'm going to go slowly up and down with it.
Modern American Scenes for Studio Actors.
Yeah, so you got that one, and then you can do one when you're doing, here's another one.
Great scenes and monologues for actors.
Yeah. And so these are like books that you can get at Barnes & Noble or maybe, I don't know what they have in Canada, but those are where you can get monologues. And you actually want to keep these in your arsenal. Mm-hmm. For any actor can go here and then pick something that suits you. It has to suit like your age range. Like I'd never, audition with something that's meant for like an 85-year-old woman. It doesn't make sense. They want you to go in and audition with something that suits you as an individual. Mm-hmm. That's believable. Because they all know in the industry that if we needed you to play that, if you have the capability or the talents to do that, they have great makeup artists that can make you look 70, but they just want to see you in your real form do something age appropriate. So, yeah. So, hope that helps, Fish, or whoever asked that question.
Yeah, that's Fish. He's the only one talking today.
Is he the only one on?
No, there's 3 people on, but he's the only one talking to us tonight.
I'm so happy you brought a lot of
I think your hat has intimidated people.
Oh,
the beanie.
Nah. It's the subject matter. It's your guest.
That's it. No, it's not me. It's not.
It's not you. It's me. Trust me. It's okay. I've got thick skin. I'm an actor.
Maybe they're allergic to cats.
Maybe they could be.
Now, when you go on casting calls, I know you've been on like 1 or 2.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, how long does it take you to kind of figure out the character, like the background, like the direction you want to go with something? Because I know it has like a direction, like stage direction with it, but you want to make it your own, I assume.
Yeah.
I might be
Yeah.
totally wrong.
Well, usually when you get a breakdown, they'll
Mhm.
tell you like sometimes your agent will say, okay, this is what they're looking for, so they give you a direction in which way to go with it. But anytime they even give you a direction how they want to go,
Mhm.
it's always smart to do it. Have another option to
Yeah.
play it, because if they like you, then they say, well, can you do it another way? And then you're like, yeah, sure, of course I can. And then you have something else to show them. Or they'll have you. It's always good to be prepared in that respect, because they also could give you direction they will give you direction when you're there, but like a different way to take it
Mhm.
as well. So even if you're delivering it the way they want it, they're going to give you direction. But they also will say, okay, let's do another take. Let's do it. Show me something different. And it's good to have another way. I just repeated myself. I'm sorry, but it's good to have another way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just say, just show us what you got, And in that respect, it just comes from experience and just not getting out there and regurgitating the lines like blah 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 blah. Like you have to give it life. You got to breathe a character into it. So
now the real question is, if you're illiterate, how does this work?
you're screwed.
So, well, good luck to you.
Unless you have a guy willing to go, okay, action. Say it like this.
I'll have an earpiece in, and someone will be telling me what to say.
Just repeat after me.
It'll be Cyrano de Bergerac acting, which I totally butchered his name. Darn it!
I knew you were going with that.
Cyrano. Let's say, what else can we talk about? Anything else?
I don't
know. We destroyed. Oh, you're up
what?
on The Walking Dead?
What?
Are you up on The Walking Dead?
I haven't seen. No, I haven't seen the last 2 episodes.
Let me tell you what happened.
No. La 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 la.
So the second half of the season you have not started on.
I started the first episode. There's been 3.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. How about this? The first part of the season before the split.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I liked it.
See, I'm loving it, but I'm hearing a lot of people that are not in on the comics are
right.
like this is boring me. I'm not liking it. I don't. Yeah, it's really too slow. And first episode of the season, they thought when it was too graphic. I'm like,
God.
Look at the comic book. It's literally image for image. And
okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I'm getting frustrated right now.
I'm loving it because I'm like, I know what's about to happen.
See, I haven't read the comics this far up to where they're at, which I'm glad I haven't, because I like being surprised and just watching it and being surprised,
Mm-hmm.
But for the people who are saying it's too graphic, you're watching a zombie show where they eat people. I mean, give me a break. And it's not prime time television. This isn't for kids. If you let your kid watch it, your 13 or 14-year-old, even your 8-year-old, I mean, that's on you as a parent.
Yeah.
Or if you're an aunt or a godmom or godfather, whatever, that's on you. Do not tailor down My Walking Dead for a kid to watch, because it's not a kid show. The comics are not a child or teenage. Well, some teenagers can handle it, but it's an adult. It's an adult comic too. Like, stop it. Grow up. Don't watch it if you think it's too graphic. That pisses me off.
One of the things that one of my friends in particular, he has a son about Carl's age.
Okay.
And he said that first episode, it really hurt him to see, the axe in Rick's hand, the torment of him possibly cutting, chopping off his own son's arm.
Right.
And I'm just
that's what they're supposed to feel, though.
Yeah, and I'm just
that's what he's going for.
Yeah, but he's like, after that, he's like, if he had cut his arm off, that'd be it. I would never watch it again. And he's like, well, you know what? He's got the axe. Why doesn't he take it to Negan? It's like, because everyone would be dead right then and there.
Yeah, the show would be over.
Yeah, we can't have that. The show's too good.
Yeah, it'll be done.
So, yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm loving where they're going. Ezekiel, I absolutely love the character.
Crazy good.
Since you didn't see the beginning, I'm just gonna say this about him. Well, you know what? I better not.
Yeah, don't say anything. It's gonna make me upset with you, D.
Well, let's just put it this way. He said when he met all the group, He
Yes, I
said
saw
he
that.
forgot
That
his
was
lines.
he what?
He forgot his lines.
He forgot his lines. What, the comic book lines or?
No, his lines that he's like he's sitting there, with it's not a real tiger.
Oh, I saw The Talking Dead. Yeah, I watched the first episode, and I always watched The Talking Dead afterwards. So I saw him interviewed on The Talking Dead, and when he said that, he turned around and was like, "Oh my gosh, all these people are here!"
It's like 3D. They're all right here in front of me.
Yeah, and he lost his lines. Yeah, I could see that.
And
That was fun.
I love hearing these people, talk out of characters. Like, wait, everyone's from Australia.
Yeah, it's crazy. Or they're from Britain.
Yeah. And I'm like, golly, I was just born in the wrong country to play an American. I remember I went to New York with Chris one time, and they wanted him to play someone from Philadelphia, and he was like, they didn't pick me because I was too Southern.
Possibly. I mean,
that's what he told me, and I was like, really?
He should have done the Fishtown dialect. That would have surely, got him the part.
I can't remember which show that was for now, but I was like, this is really cool for me. I was like, I get to go up there, sit out there, and just hang out. Like, I was like, man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But granted, I had to drive from here all the way to New York and back.
How long was that? Like 8 hours?
It was way too long because we pretty much drove up there. He did his audition. We got something to eat and went back home.
Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, that's all you do.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I need a hotel or something. I don't feel like driving another 8 hours or something.
Yeah, but you're lucky I'm sure you saw that. You're lucky if you're in the room for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're lucky. Yeah, that's all. That's what an audition is. Like,
but I did learn this. Next time I go, if there's actresses in there, hey, how you doing?
Get some digits next time, dude.
I'll be like, yeah, you want to be on the podcast? There you go.
Call me.
And actually, true story. I have a lady that's going to be on our podcast that was on The Walking Dead.
Cool. That's awesome.
Amber Dawn Fox. She should be on. We're planning on toward the end of the month of March. It's supposed to be hopefully as of right now. Depends on how her schedule works out. So that's going to be cool.
Well, yeah, you'll have a bigger audience than I have with her on there.
She was in one episode.
That's so awesome.
I think she's actually in 2, but the episode where Beth got killed, right behind her when they're walking down the hallway, that's where Amber is.
Awesome. Perfect.
And a big scene right there. She's like, I was on there, like, all of a sudden, all the main cast show up. She's like, uh-oh, something big's about to happen.
Oh yeah, because they don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know. Now, was she a guard or was she? Was she a guard? Yeah.
Yeah. Just for that one episode, and I was like, that's pretty doggone cool.
That's awesome. No, that's great.
Yeah, I was like, that's awesome. So I met her at a Comic-Con here in Roanoke, about an hour from here. So we've been talking about just trying to get our schedules together for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I've got an easy schedule. Like, I'm just like, when do you want to do it? And then we're good to go.
Yeah, you're very accommodating that way.
I am. I'm adorable.
You are adorable, D.
Let's see.
The adorable D.
Simply incredible. Let's see. What else? Fish had anything else? He actually asked, what if you don't have a resume? Well, you answered that question.
Like, does he done anything?
He said he's been acting his whole life. Been acting my whole life. Well, there you go. There's your resume. I've been acting like an idiot. That's on the back.
Just go in then with a headshot. Say you're starting fresh. Fill my cup up.
Fudge it.
Say background. Just say something. Yeah.
Just
make up. You know what you can do? You can just make up your any college productions or any high school productions, musicals or whatever. Just make that up.
Yeah, I was in a kindergarten play once.
Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Oh. Well, I'm trying to think we got anything else because I don't think we got much else.
No, I think that's it.
Voiceless would be out. Actually, is already out now, apparently. We just found that out.
Yes. Voiceless is out now.
So
thank you.
And you got anything coming up or nothing you can speak of?
I actually do. I have just been cast in a short horror film. That's the first of its kind for virtual reality. So it's the first time I'm going to be working in virtual reality medium. So it's interesting. I have my production meeting this Saturday, and then we shoot in April. The second second weekend in April.
So, I mean, in VR, like an actual movie, or is that gonna be?
Hey, your guess is as good as mine. It's the first time I've ever worked in this medium. It's a brand new medium that's coming out, so I don't know how they're going to do that.
Like, the thing you stick on your phone and you're watching it that way with it.
Yeah, I mean, you can put it on there, or I mean, you can also just use your phone and just be like this, with it. But most people have those weird goggles that they goes.
Well, because it's got like the both sides. You can almost see like a 3D effect with it.
Yeah, like you're actually like there in the room.
Because I downloaded, I think it's called Sisters.
Around.
Yeah, it was Sisters. I downloaded. Watched like that's creepy. It's very creepy.
Weird. It's weird. So we'll see how it's going to work out. I'm interested.
See an ear. Oh, that ear's gone.
Oh, take a.
Well, Peter will be contacting you for that.
She likes it.
Yes, she sounded like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it.
That's it.
And you guys have an incredible day.
Thank you, Dee.
Let me. Kitty.
Kitty says bye.